Surah An-Nisa, chapter 5, verse 59. Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله يأمركم أن تؤدوا الأمانات إلى أهلها وإذا حكمتم بين الناس أن تحكموا بالعدل إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا. So could you kind of explain the meaning of al-amanat in this verse?
Here the amana means the trust of choosing your leaders or representatives. Because in this context, what follows is إِذَا حَكَمْتُمْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ أَن تَحْكُمُوا بِالْعَدْلِ. Which means it's the question of choosing your representatives for the government. So amana is trust. The Holy Quran is also an amana. Every trust which you lay in somebody is an amana with him. So here it is the political trust which is being specifically mentioned. That when you choose, and this also indicates that the Holy Quran speaks also of a democratic order, of democracy in action, but with its own specific definition of this democracy. People must be representatives. Those who govern, they must be the true representatives of the common people. And it is their right to choose their leaders. There is one thing which is very clear from this verse. Secondly, when they are elected to govern the state, to rule the country, then they do not owe their responsibility to those who elected them as such, but they owe their responsibility to absolute justice. Now, this is a very important difference in the ordinary democracy definition of democracy and the Islamic concept of democracy. In ordinary concept of democracy, those who elect you also give you the mandate. Whether that mandate is right or wrong, honest or dishonest, just or unjust, those who are elected with that mandate must follow that mandate. But Islamic democracy would have none of this nonsense. Islam gives the right of people to elect their representatives. But once elected, once they begin to govern, the only principle by which they should be governed is the principle of absolute justice. فَإِذَا حَكَمْتُمْ أَن تَحْكُمُوا بِالْعَدْلِ. So I have spoken in rather some detail on this issue. For the time being, I think this should be sufficient. This also throws light on the issue of Sharia in matters of government. Nowhere has the Holy Quran spoken of the rule of Sharia politically. The Sharia rules the hearts and minds and the conduct of people who submit to the Sharia. And within one single state, there can be different people who bow to the different Sharias. And the Holy Quran does not give the Muslims right to interfere in their Sharias or their laws, or divine laws. And they still retain the equal right of citizenship of that country. So this verse could not be otherwise. This verse could not say that whenever you come to rule with the Sharia, because then the Sharia of one people would begin to interfere with the Sharia of the others. And the same principle extended into other people, other countries and other religions would most certainly give them a counter right to implement their Sharia within their own countries. So if a Muslim is granted right by the Quran to rule everybody, whether he belongs to your Sharia or not, with the law of your Sharia, then evidently the same principle will be extended to India, where the Hindu majority rules, or to all the Christian countries where the Christian majority rules, and to the Buddhists and so on and so forth. So if Pandora's box would be opened of mutual conflicts in the name of God in matters of state, in matters of citizenship, we should be, we should deal with humanity as such, not with religion. So the politics is separated from religion in this regard, that your religious views must not permit you to discriminate between your own people and those who do not agree with your religious views. So rule with justice. Justice is the safest way of governing people, because it does not discriminate between any citizen and any other citizen.